Russia destroyed the second SBU location, as Ukraine runs low on air defense missiles. It's day 762 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Starting from Avdiivka. In my yesterday's report, I said that we have not received any significant update from Semenivka-Berdichi. But today we finally saw movement. It seems like Ukrainian grouping in Semenivka is very strong, even after Russian forces started attacking from Orlivka to assist their units in Berdichi. They were not able to enter Semenivka. One of the major reasons is the natural barrier, which has limited the way Russians can attack Semenivka from Orlivka. At Berdichi, Ukrainian forces are still trying to counterattack, so it has become difficult to advance. However, to address this issue, Russian forces are planning to push Ukrainian forces from the northern part and fully capture the village. To do that, recently they started attacking from the northeastern axis. Today it was confirmed that they were able to reach the village outskirts and took this area under their control. They will now put pressure on Ukrainian forces from both sides. Russian sources say this will then force Ukrainian forces to withdraw from the village, which will then make the job of Russian units attacking Semenivka a little bit easier. There is one rumor I want to address. Since yesterday there is a rumor that Ukrainian forces have withdrawn from Bodanivka. So I would like to remind you that no trusted sources have confirmed this. If you are following this operation from the very beginning, then it should be clear that Ukrainian forces will not withdraw unless they are extremely overwhelmed or are threatened with complete encirclement. At Bodanivka, there are still many good fortified positions left. However, after the Russian advance along the railway track, which I reported in yesterday's report, trusted sources have reported that Ukrainians withdrew from a small section of the village. It was then blown out of proportion. Now moving to Novomykhailivka. Last time we covered this section was when Russian forces captured the eastern part and were attacking these warehouses. After which for quite a while, we did not see any changes in the front line. However, fierce fights were taking place. Latest report says since the past couple of days, Russian forces started attacking at the rear of the Ukrainian forces, entrenched at the warehouse, while simultaneously attacking them from the east. Recently it was reported that they took this section of the village under their control. However, Ukrainian forces still hold the warehouses. But Russians have already started attacking further, so in the coming days we might see the Ukrainian withdrawal from the warehouses. In addition, Russian forces made a relatively big advance at the northern flank. Trusted sources reported that Russian forces were able to capture this open field as they got closer to the village. In my report last night, I reported that Russia targeted the SBU building with a hypersonic ballistic missile in Kiev. Apparently this was not the only SBU location targeted yesterday. Second building became a target in Odessa. Russian sources say Russia launched 2 Iskander missiles on Odessa. Explosions were noted at Odessa SBU sanatorium. They further claim that few of the buildings were used to store ammunition. Apparently there was a primary explosion followed by a big secondary explosion, which do suggest ammunition depot being targeted. Since Russia started an intense long-range strike against Ukraine, many Russian sources are claiming that Ukraine has indeed ran out of air defense missiles, as many of the targets are destroyed relatively easily. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.